Hey, yo, it's your boy Chris, man. I'm back with another video. If you ain't watched my last video, like, comment, subscribe, push notifications. Alright, man. Y'all watch my channel, you know I'm a big music head, man. You know, I'm a fan of the art, I'm a fan of the craft, and, you know, I keep y'all updated on what's going on in the music industry. But now I'm finna get deep on record labels and record contracts. Like, if y'all follow music, y'all hear a lot of rappers and artists always complaining about, I'm not getting paid, I can't release music when I want to, I can't buy back my publishings because I'm in this slave deal, my record label shelved me. It's been going on since the end of time, back to NWA days, man, back when Dr. Dre and Eazy-E and Ice Cube was all clashing because money and contracts and all that. But that's still going on today. But what I'm going to explain to you is how artists can avoid that. Okay, I'm going to just go back to when the 90s and the 2000s, when you had to sign a record label. You had to sign a deal because there was no social media. You know, there was no Facebook, there was no Twitter, there was no Instagram, there was no Snapchat, there was no streaming services to just put your music on, you know, so you can just promote yourself off those. You know what I mean? You needed to sign with a record label in the 90s and the 2000s because remember the hard way. I call it I call it the hard way because record labels didn't come looking for you. You had to go to those record labels, give them your demos or mixtapes to promote yourself. You know what I mean? And that's not the case in today's era. You know what I mean? It's artists like NBA Youngboy that can literally drop whenever he want and just make millions of dollars just off his music from Apple Music and YouTube, just those two alone, and merch. And that's how he makes all this money. That's why he's mad that he's in a slave deal right now. You know what I mean? But back in the day, it was so many talented artists, man. Like, we use Eminem, for example, before he finally signed with Dr. Dre. He's been rapping since the 90s. You know what I mean? He was just local in Detroit, a battle rapper, you know, just known as Slim Shady. And it was hard for him to get a deal because, for one, he was white, you know, and two, he had to find his persona. He didn't know if he wanted to be the serious gangster rapper or he wanted to put on this horrorcore persona to, you know, entertain his audience, you know. But he eventually got it, and Dr. Dre signed him. But you see how hard it was for him to finally get signed. He ain't signed until, what, 98, 99? He been rapping since, what, 95, 94? Probably before that. But now, in this era, I don't think rappers should sign record deals at all. You got so many artists right now complaining about they not getting paid. Meek Mill just came out and exposed his record label. NBA Youngboy has been speaking out. Who else? It's a few other. I think Keisha Cole. She's an R&B singer, but I know she came out and was saying she wasn't getting paid from her label. But I'm gonna give you basically the main things that you should do as an artist to avoid record deals. Okay, number one, promotion. Promotion is the number one thing. You have to promote yourself. You know, if you got social media, you got all these followers, you know, you got all these friends on Facebook, promote yourself because you never know who's watching. You know, you never know who's watching. You never know who would like your content and then start sharing it. And then this person shares your content and this person shares your content and then they got friends that can share and then so on and so on. You know what I mean? So promotion is the number one thing. You got to promote yourself. Two, you got to stay consistent. You got to stay consistent. You got to, if you get a little fan base, start from 100 fans, then you get 500 fans, then you get 1,000 fans, and then more and more. You got to stay consistent. They're going to be waiting on your material. They're going to be waiting on your work. So you got to stay consistent. Okay, the third thing, avoid record labels. Do not sign a record deal at all, no matter what they offer you. If they say, man, I got $10 million up front, but what they're not telling you is, all right, I will give you a $10 million advance. I give you a $10 million advance, but what you don't know is it's an 8-album deal. You know what I mean? And I look at it like, man, that rapper is consistent, man. He's dropping album after album after album, but it's to get out of his record label contract. I be thinking, like, man, this man is consistent. He dropping music. Not saying that he wouldn't do it if he wasn't in a slave deal, but it's like his albums are coming and coming and coming. And I'm looking at it like, man, this dude got that work ethic, man. Like remember Future at one point when he was in a bad deal with Rocco, and Rocco was trying to sue him because he said he cut him out of millions. This man literally dropped like 4 albums back to back to back. I'm like, damn, Future on the road, but it was to get out of that contract. People gotta learn from NWA days, but they didn't have a choice. It wasn't no social media back then. You know what I mean? But thanks to Soulja Boy telling Big Draco that he showed y'all how to cut out the middleman and avoid record labels. He only signed because Collie Park, he told Collie Park, look, come to my hood, sign me at my crib, and cut me $1 million check. And Collie Park did that. But look what Soulja Boy did after that, though. He had his own publishings. He had his own record label. He was able to branch off and do video game blogging. He was able to create his own clothing line. He was able to do a lot of stuff. He actually signed a good deal. I never heard Soulja Boy coming out and say he was in a slave deal. I never really heard that, but he was a CEO. He had that CEO mindset at 16 years old. You know what I mean? A lot of rappers don't have that. You know what I mean? A lot of rappers sign those record deals to go to the next level, but the record labels don't do nothing but hold you back. That's all they do, you know? So like I said, promotion, staying consistent, avoid record labels. And also, if you do sign a deal with a record label, make sure it's a management deal. Therefore, you still own your publishings, you still got, you know, the right to, you know, do shows, you know, make your money off shows, make your money off merch, promote your artists, get paid off them. You know, if you get a management deal, all they doing is promoting you. That's all a management deal is promotion. Because think about it. A big dog in the industry, somebody like the DJ Khaled, I'm just using for example. He got his own label, We The Best Music. If you sign a management deal with DJ Khaled, do you know that he can promote you, play your music to artists, to CEOs like Jay-Z? He knows Jay-Z, he knows Diddy. Now I said not Diddy though. You know Diddy, he's known for the slave deals, but you know he got connections in the industry. You know what I mean? If you're an up and coming artist and DJ Khaled is managing you, you sign a management deal, you good. He could pull strings to where you can open up for Lil Baby or something like that. You know, because him and Lil Baby cool. You know, a management deal is where it's at. You know, but if you is at the height of your career and you don't need a record label, just promote yourself. Be on that NBA YoungBoy stuff, man. Just stay indie. Stay indie. Keep your core fan base and just stay consistent. And that's all that's about. Core fan base. You can literally defend your favorite rapper because they have a core fan base. Like, the music industry is based on accolades. That's what everybody based the music industry off, is accolades. Like Drake. They say Drake is the GOAT because he has the most #1 hits of all time. He has all these platinum albums, all of these plaques, all of these diamond songs. But, you know what I mean? He's signed to a record label. You know what I'm saying? I can use somebody great, for example, Currency. Currency is independent. He's not signed to a record label, but he's richer than a lot of these rappers that are signed to majors because he was signed to Cash Money, Young Money, YMCMB or whatever, but it didn't work out. I don't know what happened, but maybe I'll do a video on that situation later on. But Currency been independent for a decade, I'll say. And my man's has been making his, like, you go on his Instagram, he's living his best life as an independent artist. Him and Montana 300. You know what I mean? My son is woke. Sorry about that, y'all. Close the door. Yeah, so, like I said, there's three things. Stay independent. No, I'm saying stay independent. Promotion, consistency, and avoid record labels. Those are the main things that you should do as an artist. But gotta get on daddy duty, y'all. Thanks for y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, push notifications. I'm out.